Here he is. Good morning, Buster. You gonna come out here and grace us with your presence? Good morning, Buster. Say hi to everybody. Here's your toys. Here, I got your toys laid out for you. Probably go there and take a big poop. Anybody that has headphones on, please remember, I have barking dogs. Now we can't see you. Let me see. Try and figure this out. Uh-oh. Didn't do that, Earl. Can you see Buster now? No, you're okay, Buster. I just put that there so you don't jump on Earl's cage. Can you see Buster now? There we go. Now you can barely see Earl though. Buster, go over there and play, please. Go play. Everybody wants to see you. Let's see. I'm having trouble with my live here. And you can kind of see you. Morning, everybody. So something is wrong. Let me X this out and go to. Hi, Earl. Acting like Buster. Huh. So my live won't show up on my computer, so I have a phone where I go live, and then let me move this box so you guys can see Mr. Handsome. And then I keep up on my computer with the chat so that, you know, we answer questions and all that. But my chat is at the bottom of the, whoops. Buster, I want you to go out there. Here, I'll move the chair over here. I'm trying to remember where I was at speaking. My chat is at the bottom, so I have to constantly scroll up and down. Oh, Buster, Buster, I'm sorry. I didn't. You don't have to go to your room. Here, look, I'm just moving the chair over here because you like to sit on it. I didn't mean to bug you out. Goodness, you lost a beautiful feather. Look at that. Buster's molting, so, well, Earl is too. It's the mold. And the hormone season. It's been an interesting couple weeks. Let me just tell you. I think like made my camera twist weird. All right, you okay now, Buster? Can you guys see them? We good? Earl, what are you doing on that other side? Hi, Willie. Hi, everybody. Nadia. Who else we got here? Yeah, like I said, my chat's being real weird. Hi, Maria. Hey, Earl. Yeah, I didn't mean to scare Buster like that. Let's see if he'll eat. So I found out he likes this. There's a vegan cheese, which is basically nut based, and he really likes it. Would you like that? I don't see anything like that's bad for him in it. Buster doesn't really eat a lot of seed, even the seed that's good for him. So if I can find tricky ways to get him to eat things like that, it's good. Let me see if I can. Yeah, Willie's. I think it's supposed to be kind of cool all weekend. Oh, hello from Montreal. I've been to Montreal before. It's beautiful. It snowed on my birthday there in October. Yes, thank you, Amanda, because the dogs started barking right when I started live. I don't know if it was on there or not. But it does get very loud around here. Oh, I'll show my tomato progress on my inside one under a light. I'm glad you said that, Willie, because I wanted to show the progress on the lives. So that's my one little tomato top I planted in that short. I need to water this, it's a little dry. But all my tomatoes, like the tops that have the seeds left in them, I plant them outside. I have tons of tomato starters. I'm actually going to also, thanks Earl, give some away to some people because I have so many. Oh, good. I've never had any luck with the orchid, Nadia, so you have to let me know what you're doing. You want some more, Buster? Good stuff, isn't it? Oh, you still have some. I'll bring it back when you're done. Oh, about tripped. Oh, we haven't been on very long, Michelle. So I'm watching the chat, but when I watch the chat, I'm really not watching I can't see like the video part of it. So, but if they go off focus or something, Amanda or Willie want to let me know. Oh, really? You have to let me know how that goes, Willie. My daughter's really into like planting plants and stuff. She works, what do you call it? I can't even say, at a nursery. Lost my thought there. And she's really good at, I think she's gonna come over this weekend so we can get these tomato starters I have started that are too close together. And like you, Willie, I went a little overboard. I have like Roma and beef steak. That like I'm gonna have to give some of them away. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lorna. Aha. Now, Nadia, do you grow yours in dirt? Because I've had a few and then we die. And I just recently saw a video that said growing them in water is easier. I was just wondering because I've gotten to where I'm really good at propagating like plants. But I'm afraid to try an orchid again because I've had so much bad luck in the past. What do you think, Earl? Should we try to get another orchid? You want another piece? Because if you're done, I gotta get you something to wipe your beak with. Aha! Earl's surprised. Charcoal and bark. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, Willie. Especially with, goodness, grocery prices. My gosh. Did you finish that one too? My goodness, Buster. Are you hungry? Like I said, he really likes this vegan cheese. You want this piece or are you full? There you go. That's his third little piece of it. The boy is hungry today. Well, if it's just one plant, Michelle, I think you'd be okay. So a lot of my seeds come from just tomato tops, which have tons of seeds. And tons of little tomato plants come up, and we have to separate those. Like I said, I have tons out there that I need to, it's gonna overtake my garden if I don't do something, because I plant the little grape tomato, we use a lot of grape tomatoes, or, you know, there's other varieties of them too. They have gotten very expensive, so when I buy them, I cut the tops that have the little seeds left and I plant them. Excuse me. Oh, sometime there will be. My daughter she works a lot, and she hasn't had time to bring her over. But we have more things planned with the Elizabeth Earl thing. And hopefully, oh, I gotta get Buster something for his beat. Hang on. Hopefully, Buster will participate sometimes too, but he'll probably have to do it when my husband's home or when he's in his kennel, because he'll probably get a little too excited. Here, clean your beak, sir. Thanks, Earl. Earl's the boss man, keeping everybody together, huh, Earl? I see red fluffies. Yeah, Willie, I do that too. And I actually kind of watch them as well, as they're growing, and try to cut off like the little bottom pieces like they recommend. And then I'm trying to just do like a bush type thing, because that's what a lot of them recommend, is you always just make them like a bush. What are you doing, Earl? You're being an awful busybody today. Can everybody still see you? Let me look up here. I don't know why, but my video on my computer is like lagging. It's raining here today too, so my internet acts up actually quite a bit when it rains. Did you get it clean? Did you get your beak all clean, or you need some more? You want some more paper? Oh, aha! He's dumb, so you gotta clean that beak, boy. You gonna give me a kiss? Thank you. Yeah, my internet is really acting up. Look at you, Buster, just sitting there. I have to step on the room. You guys be good. Where did I go, Buster? Was you about to start, Mama? What's going on here? Okay, here we go. Yeah, he said Mama a bunch this morning. When he was having cage time, he was yelling Mama. Normally, I keep my door open, and they just know when my door is open and when it's closed, but I was listening to something early this morning with my AirPods, whatever. And I could hear him yelling Mama, because he knew I had the door shut. It's funny. And like I said, we didn't teach him that. Aha. Aha, Earl. They usually do, Amanda. They usually go wild. Well, Buster's kind of going through a hormone season, and he's been kind of quiet. I do have some videos from like a while back to post. Not old, but a couple weeks. I've been really busy though, so I'm probably not going to be able to subtitle them. I'm probably just going to have to throw them out there. But where he's hormonal, he's kind of just not talking a whole lot. He'll kind of sing. I got him over the weekend singing a song and doing a few little things, and a few little mini rants, I guess, or stories. But yeah, he's not done much this last little while because there's some new people around. I'm probably gonna go and do some of the oldie but goodies, where like his most viral moments, maybe a couple of the shorts of Earl letting some bad words fly, huh, Earl? Buster. I might have to find a broom and see if I can coax him out of here. This mess first. Made a mess, Buster. Got vegan cheese all over now. Wash my hands. Come here, Buster. What? You haven't said that in a while, Earl. When he says what like that, that's exactly how my son says it. Oh, here he comes. Here comes the boy. Say, ta-da! Here's Buster. Yeah, I bought some red Solo cups I made a big thing for Buster, thinking it would knock him over. Actually, somebody mentioned Harley the Cockatoo. I had forgotten about her doing that, but I've been wanting to do dominoes, but I haven't found any dominoes and see if he knocks them over. But Earl likes to toss them, so sometimes I set them up on his desk. Earl is a tosser. That's what he loves to do. Woo! What, Buster? Buster got a care package. He got some scrub daddies. And want these? He got all kinds of nice goodies. Come on. Come here. Earl's the boss, that's for sure, as far as like keeping people in line. You did it, Earl. You worked hard and you did it. I actually like doing that with him because it keeps him busy. Gives him something to do. He moves around. Hi, Bus. Bus, will you say hi to everybody? Oh, goodness.
Well, I want water.
You want some water? Is that what you said? I think he said he wants some water. Yeah, like I said, every morning I get up, there's lots of feathers that's been dropped, so They're molting. Hi, Karen. Yeah, I think that's what he said. You did it, Earl. It does seem that Earl is more, he's like the live king. He to me, he knows, which I always tell him when we're going live, like, hey, we're gonna go live. It's live show day. I told him that this morning. And I think they understand. Huh, Earl? You gonna get those cups out of there? Let's see what King Buster is doing. Sure. Hey, Bus. Bus. Come. Look. You have like a busted up brush out here you can play with. Oh, look. Come on. Let's see if I usually keep a broom right outside mine. That might keep him out here for a little while. I got new shoes, and the shoestrings are stretched from here to Mississippi. They're so long. I double knot them, and they still hang to the floor, and I about trip all the time. Don't mean to complain. I'm fortunate to be able to have new shoes. Some people don't. Yeah, he does. We talk about it, don't we, Earl? We talk about the live show, don't we? I'll tell him on Thursdays when we're going live. It's live show day. Right, Earl? Here. Come and get that one over there. I'm down to like 2 of these. I have some more next week. Well, actually, I'm not going to, I'm glad I said that because I'm not going to be able to go live next week. My husband's going to be off, but we're going to be doing some construction. This is shocking, right? We're doing more construction, but he's going to try to finish up our room. And I probably won't be able to go live. If I can, I'll let Amanda know, and I'll put it also in the community post. No. Aha. No, thank you. Aha. Did you get that cup? I'll have to teach her. We're going live in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I must have missed something about a hen. Let me scroll up here and look. Oh, don't you touch my coffee bar, sir. You have your own coffee bar to touch. Ah, ah, ah. Yes, sir. You have your own coffee bar. He's been really good, honestly. That is probably only about the second time he's shown. He'll go up and touch it with his beak. You know how he likes to go around and touch beaky things. Here. Let's get you a box. Why keep boxes out here? Up. You're okay. Here, use the box. Not the coffee bar. Grumpy. Oh, thank you. It's special, that's for sure. Good morning. I think it's still morning, yeah. For a little about 22 more minutes. Oh, there he goes. Oh no. Now you gotta go down in the box and get it out of there. Goodness, so much work, girl. You're turning into a working bird like Buster. That's cute. That's my daughter's chicken that came over and had the tea party with Earl. She's not blind, but she's very small. Like, she's the same age as most of the chickens I have, because my daughter and I got them all from the same person, and she just is not really growing like she should. And actually, she found out at the tea party that she'll eat some softened food. So she's kind of been taking her crumble and grain and kind of softening it. And she did really enjoy the tea, which was funny. She doesn't like to eat. Oh, girl, you are talented. There's one. You gonna get the other one? Aha. Oh my goodness, Earl. Never a dull moment.
What are you doing?
You're working hard on that cup, aren't you? Good job, Earl. Look at you. All right. Start over. The things that keep them busy. I'm glad the raccoon didn't get her. We actually had, I wasn't on the group that posted it, but my neighbor sent it to me. There was a fox in our vicinity, and apparently I'm not sure, the post just said it was poisoned, but I'm not sure if it was poisoned by someone or if it ate something itself, but there was a fox. But when I took the dogs out yesterday really early, my Charlie was going insane at my back fence to the point he didn't want to come in. So I think it must have at least at some point been around this area, but I think the fox died. But we've seen a lot of foxes in our yard where we have chickens, and my neighbor catches them on their cameras too. Earl, you were so funny. Earl. He gets after himself sometimes, don't you, Earl?
Jerk.
Oh.
Jerk.
Oh, y'all been jerked. I'm not a jerk. That's not very nice. I'm nice to you. Oh, thank you. North Carolina. It's not too far. Is it raining there today? It's raining here. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Willie, the picture I saw of it, it looked sick anyway. Looked kind of mangy. So something was probably already going on. And I don't really see a whole lot of predators except when it's cold. And then, you know, they try, but we have a pretty good enclosure. Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Yeah, that's Earl's thing. He likes to toss things or push things. I think that's why he likes the balls and stuff. Because he just like, that's his little thing. Let me see if Mr. Smarty Pants will. Normally when I show him this, he'll make a, oh, he already did it. He makes the stud finder. Earl, what's it mean when this comes out? What happens when this comes out? Then what? Then he normally does the hammer. He'll do the stud finder, then the hammer. What's this mean? Huh? What happens when this comes out? Not gonna do the hammer sound? Just the stud finder? That's gonna be out a lot next week, girl. Yeah, oh, I know. One of our homes in Ohio, we had a drain pipe in our driveway, and we had a gray fox and a red fox every year that had babies there. And they did it every year for many, many years, and then they just disappeared. But it was really neat to watch. Oh, that's sweet. Well, the chirp noise is a stud finder, because he knows, like, when the measuring tape comes out. Normally he'll do a hammer sound, but lately he's just been doing the stud finder. So, excuse me. I haven't been sleeping very well. I've been tired. I'm gonna probably have lots of coffee today. And this rain is definitely not helping my tiredness. Well, Lynn, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I don't always like to do videos like that. I'm really funny about, I don't like to do training videos. I'll recommend channels to you for training videos and things, but I notice as the birds get more popular and people want to just suddenly like go impulsively buy them, I feel responsible in a sense to at least put some of that out there. And I missed a few things. There was something that was really important that I thought about yesterday that I didn't mention in that. Good job, Earl. I forgot to write it down, so now it's gone. But yeah, it is really important. And there's a channel. She's a crime channel. Kate does crime. But we're going to try to go live once a month. So she's rescued a bunch of lizards.
And we just kind of want to bring awareness to exotic animals in general, and that, you know, it's a good idea to, you know, and I follow some channels that they have. The one lady I like, Carrot Bliss. I think she has 23 or 24 species of birds, but that's what she does. She just takes care of her birds. So like she has the time and the space and the things to do it. I'm not against people having them. I just want people to be ready so that, you know, animals don't die unnecessarily or end up abused or neglected. Things like that are real important to me. So anyway, thank you for that. Well, he did. I'm probably missing something, so Amanda, if I miss something, will you tell me? But I'm going to answer Michelle. And then I know somebody asked about his age. But he did do he built homes years ago. In Ohio, he built some homes, and that's actually, he's self-made on that. He's learned everything on his own on that. But he's... Did that hurt? You are so funny. He's more into like a management type position. But honestly, that is not where Buster gets any of his rants. And my husband would never, he is like, if he sat you down to like talk to you like you're doing something wrong, he would lift you up at the same time. It's just how he is. So none of those rants come from that. But he's done all kinds of things. So, you know, we've had 8 kids, and he's worked very, very hard for our family, and he's really a self-made man. But he can do just about anything. I think the only task that he didn't want to tackle recently was when we found out our electrical box. Buster's going to play peekaboo, and I think he's going to shut the door. He did not. We were kind of worried about the insurance. If something happened with him doing it where he's not insured and certified, even though he could have done it. So we did pay an actual certified electrician from South Carolina to do it. Because we do hope if the interest rates get better, we do hope to maybe find something next year, even if it's just land. So I was raised, my father was in the military, and he's a big, like, doomsday kind of person. And and I'm not necessarily like that, but I want to be in the position where I'm self-sustainable. So I love electric. I love microwaves and ovens. But when we were in Ohio, we were set up that if we didn't have those things, we were okay. And I kind of left my comfort zone with that. And then we moved here, and then, you know, the world went crazy. What happened in 2020, I would have had none of those concerns in my homestead up there. So my goal is to get back to that. And it opens up more room for the birds, you know, things like that. But anyway, that's what we're hoping for. And then somebody asked about their age. So I don't know Buster's age. I know he's an adult male by behavior. And Earl, if I am being told the truth, turned 34 this year. Did I miss anything else? Oh, take care, Nadia. I'm trying to do that. Like, I don't want people to think I'm trying to say you shouldn't have a bird. You should, you know. I am just saying it's not for everybody. And it really is, there's just a lot that goes behind it and a lot to consider. You know, even with a parakeet that, you know, you probably still you could set up enough water and food for it for a few days, kind of like a cat, but you can't do that with these guys, the bigger ones. But you still have so many environmental things that you have to change and have to be careful of. And then, you know, we have dogs, and I don't want people to just think, oh, you can get a bird and just throw them in with the dogs. Like, there's a lot that goes in with that as well. So I have more on that coming up pretty soon, but we did take in a rescue dog. We're still working on seeing if it's a good fit here, but he absolutely needed a home in a hurry. And throughout our adult life, we've taken in many dogs that needed a home, and then we, you know, found them their forever home. But we hope he will be able to stay here. But you know, we're still working on that, because I have to keep my birds safe too. So I'll have more on that in the future. Oh, take care, Nadia. You have a great weekend. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Oh, really, Willie? See, I don't see a lot of foxes here, but this is the second one I've seen, and both of them have been gray. I see a lot of dead armadillos. Well, let's see if we can get Buster back out here. You better get your cup. Oh my goodness, that red Solo cup is so evil. You better get it. Is that funny? That evil red Solo cup. Goodness, Buster, what have you done? Hello, Buster. Buster. Come on. Woo! Got it. Look here. You want these? This was another one of the gifts he got. Oh, Buster, he took it and left. You turd. I'm surprised Earl doesn't say turdy birdie all the time, because I say it all the time. How are you going to climb up there with that block? Here's another one. Hi, Fedora. How are you? Yeah, Earl is. You got your merch on? Yeah. I don't see many possums here. In Ohio, I saw possums and raccoons all the time. Aw, you give me kisses, Earl. Yeah, I hope so. He actually, he likes, my husband. He'll let my husband will really, like, give him head scratches and everything now. And he's not even getting, he used to get real hormonal anytime he touched him. But he is letting me give him kisses and patting his head. So, I mean, he's coming around. He's come a long way. African Greys are a little more independent and even can be kind of phobic. Aha, you see yourself on there, don't you, Earl? So, I know people that'll push it, but I'm just not like that, cause I feel like in the long run, it will just make them worse most of the time. So we really have let him kinda come out on his own, just try to offer enrichment and things like that. That's cool, Willie. Yeah. I have a funny video coming up, 2 or 3 days, I think, about, I really pressure Buster into this whole Albert situation. And it's funny, he hasn't used his name since, but, I mean, he will, like I said, he's hormonal right now, so he's pretty quiet at the time. Buster. Come on. Come on. What's wrong with you? You were being so silly. Yeah, they just get really, and I don't know, just different. He's just, like I said, he's going through a mold. Yeah, he about got my face 2 Sundays ago. Again. Well, the Buster. The thing about here, honestly, somebody is always here. And but I mean, yeah, he could be left alone half a day. If it was absolutely necessary. But I also have kids close by, so if something's going on, I have to step out for the day. One of them will usually come over. Willie, I love the van life stuff too. I mean, I would never do it. Obviously, I mean, it wouldn't fit my lifestyle. But I watch those videos all the time and just marvel at them. I don't really like traveling either. I'm a homebody. But I just love watching people live their best life and like their happiest life. And I watched a lady last night for a little bit that lives in her SUV with her senior blind dog. It was really cute. There's probably some of it with my, so when we were kids, before all this, I always say that my dad was the original creator of Pinterest, he just didn't know what to call it. He's always really tech savvy, even before its time. I had a computer in my home before any of my friends did because of the type of work he did. But when we were kids, he bought a bread truck and converted it into a camper. Like I said, long before you ever heard of stuff like that. And he always wanted to buy an old schoolhouse and live in an old schoolhouse. So, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Earl's chilling now. Yeah, I mean, I don't notice Earl really being like hormonal as far as like regurgitating and stuff, but he is molting. They're both molting really, it's pretty bad right now. There's just feathers everywhere. So Buster's just chewing up his little dice that somebody sent him. Yeah, Buster got a really nice box of goodies. I go in there and get, because I don't have all of it out yet, but it's weird. My informed delivery for the PO box does not work right. So I knew I had a letter, well, a card from Australia, and I went to pick it up, and I had to notice that they had the animals had a box. Well, even me, actually, this lady sent me something too, but which was very sweet. But I felt bad because I don't know how long it's been there, because I didn't get a notification saying that I had something there. By the way, a little bit late, but I hope everybody that's a mom or a single parent, dad, had a happy Mother's Day. We had a nice day, so I hope that all of you did too. And oh, thanks, Nins. So Buster's nails lately have been growing really quick. He's getting a trim. He's getting a trim soon. Earl takes care of his a little bit better, and he doesn't have to do it as often. So Buster has this swing that has like I don't know what you call it, but it's kind of scratchy. And ever since we got his new to him cage, he will not sit on this swing, and that helped keep his nails down a lot. So I did buy him a sandy perch, and he has been getting on it a little. But his nails have been really bad, and he scratches my poor husband's arms. You should see them. We've been trying to do them a little bit ourselves, but he just freaks out. I can't hold him, and my husband has a hard time holding on to him. So we take him to a vet tech for that. But Buster has to go a lot more often. I would say every 6 weeks for him right now, until he gets back on this swing. And then it's every few months. Earl's beak is much better, so he only has to go about every 3 or 4 months for that now. And he takes care of, he's only had his nails trimmed a couple times a year, and honestly I could do Earl's. My daughter and I could do Earl's. He's a lot easier than Buster. Buster, daggone it. You're supposed to do that on your cage. Yeah, thank you, Willie. I couldn't remember the exact percentage, but I mean, they can have fruit every day, but it shouldn't be the majority of their diet. That's okay, Donna, thank you. For Buster, like I said, yeah, I can't find any Busters sized on that. And I don't want to just like get real sandpaper or anything, because I'm worried, because you got to have a balance with that, because their feet will get really sore. So the swing that he has is older. Buster, don't do that. But it was like the perfect consistency that helped keep his nails down, but yet didn't make his paws sore. But ever since we got the new cage, he won't get on it, and it's just growing. What's my, so Earl will only eat grapes, and that's not very often. So I have a mix of food that has like everything they need in it. I normally make chop, but my blender had broke, so I haven't made chop for a while. I've just been giving them little things here and there. But they also get the part of what's in there. I can't remember what you call it, but honestly it looks like dog food pieces, but it has everything they need in it, like a balance of the vegetables and proteins and fruit. So they do get that as well. But Buster likes grapes, strawberries. He'll eat an apple here and there and a blueberry. He likes this kashi cereal that I soak in coconut milk, and he'll let me spoon feed him that, and it has blueberries in it. So. Yeah, I mean, we give Buster a lot of, wood and stuff like that. Earl doesn't mess with that. He has a little sandy perch that's chewable that he chews on, and that's been helping his beak too. I always try to get mine, like, I'll wash off pine cones because they have the seed in them, but they don't like them. They don't mess with them. Buster will kind of toss them around when we're having outside time. We haven't really been outside this week. It's been crazy with another dog in the house. Yeah, we have wrapped him in a towel. My husband just really has a difficult time keeping him in the towel. So yeah, it's just he's really squirmy. The vet techs are just much more trained, I guess, to do it. Now Earl, we could. Earl would be easy. Either one of us could hold him and do his. Now it does take 3 people to do his beak because he does this thing where he moves his tongue around. So we have to take like a scissor and wrap it with medical tape. So it does take 3 people for him, but again, we could easily do him, but Buster we just can't. No, they don't preen each other. I don't know, Amanda Bradburn. He really did come this way. I mean, I hear occasional things that he says that I know we've said. But, I mean, even the park stuff, like, when I look back over videos, he was always talking about the airport, the park, action park. I didn't even know there was an action park, so I'm glad. Yeah, my daughter's Shih Tzu doesn't like to have her feet groomed, and it's impossible to find a muzzle for a little Shih Tzu because of their little smushed up face. And my one daughter's been coming over and helping me groom her because she's still cranky with her, but she's better with her than she is with me. But yeah, they don't like their feet. Michelle, I have not really shown him yet. Let's see, I can probably I'll show you a picture. I don't think you guys could see that one. Here's a picture of him. He's actually, so, Buster will like it because he came from Ohio. And initially, when my friend and I talked about him, my friend that ended up going to get him initially, I found my Max through her. So we kind of have that. Hey girl, you waving to everybody? And you know, I was trying to find somebody else really available to take him, but nothing was ever working out. I was gonna go up and get him and try to visit some of my family that's up that way. So you know, I don't like to travel. I get pretty anxious about it, and at the end of the day, I really couldn't make myself do it. So then it got kind of complicated, but so then he was with my friend, and my friend's going through a lot and has like 13 dogs of her own. And I know people judge people for that, but like she wouldn't have that many dogs if people took care of their animals like they should. So he has separation anxiety a little bit, and so my daughter that's up there took him, and we were either gonna meet halfway or anyhow, I ended up finding an amazing deal with a puppy transporter or dog transporter, and so he went on like a 3-day ride with a lady, and then he got here. And it actually ended up being cheaper to do that than to go up there or meet her halfway. So I got really fortunate in that way. But like for example, right now we're working on kennel time, where he's not kenneled all the time, so please don't. But where he has separation anxiety, I do some kennel time. He's doing that right now. Like he had plenty of time. Like we walked at 6 o'clock this morning actually, and he's had plenty of time out here, and so he's just kind of like he's being really good. So I let him get in the kennel to see me, and I do that a couple times a day because I can't just throw him out here with these birds. So Earl's been out in the living room with the other 2 dogs, and Buster's been mostly playing in his room and in that area. So it's working out okay. And even when we start really introducing them more closely, he will wear a muzzle. Just because he acts like he could care less about the birds does not mean that he won't. And he's also an intact male, so I've got that to deal with, and we're hoping to get him in somewhere as quickly as possible. I have appointments, but whoever can take him in first is who's going to see him first, because I need him fixed. Yeah, so back to the crate thing. So this week, when he does crate time, I'm in the room. So next week, when we do crate time, I'm going to leave the room or sit in a separate room. But I do want to tell you, he slept in a crate last night. Now, I did sleep in the room. I slept in the living room and left it because I didn't want to waken my husband up during the night because he has to get up early for work. He shuffled around a couple times. I just completely ignored it. He didn't whine or anything like that. And he's actually kind of tired right now because I wore him out this morning, so he's going to take a couple hour nap. And the rain always helps with that too. You know, we get lazy when it rains. Yeah. Yeah, he reminds me a little bit of Buddy. Did you toss that cup? A minute, and I'll tell you a little bit more about him. And I don't want to, but I don't personally know the person who had him. I know of them, but he's a product of a life circumstance, kind of what I went over with the things to consider with birds. You know, there was a big life changing event in their family, and the person had a female and a male that got together by accident 2 years ago, and they tried to keep a few of them, and I believe he's the last one as far as what I'm told, and I think he was being kept in a barn for a very long time with his mom. Mom is not a nice dog, and then I think he was being kept in an area in a house somewhere, but he's very under socialized with the dogs. He's not mean or anything, he's sweet as can be, but yeah, he wants to chase squirrels though. I do have, we took him for a walk last night, and it was interesting every time he sees a squirrel. But he's very trainable. I really want it to work. He's a good dog. I just, you know, like I said, the birds, you know, have been occupied here first. But he's adjusting really well. I don't think he's nearly what was happening with my daughter and my friend. I'm not having near as those many issues like that with him. He doesn't like to walk through doorways sometimes first. So we think he's been shoved a bit into spaces, but he's doing really good about that here, or doing very well. The biggest issue is he's an intact male, and he hasn't played a lot with dogs, so he wants to, you know, do the diddle. So that's causing it's just constant. I've been around a lot of dogs, I've never seen it like the way he is. But I've read a lot about it, and we're hoping to get him neutered next week. That's what we're hoping for. But he's super, super sweet. Yeah, I know, I do need to check on him, don't I? Buster. He's under his cage, so I know that. Buster. Buster. Come on. Oh. You got stuck there. We're not going to do that again. Come on here. Here, look. Come on. Like I said, a lot of times during the day when my husband's not home anyway, he likes to play behind his cage. That's why I always try to keep a lot of, you gotta say, yeah, Willie likes when you say that. You gotta say that for Willie. He kind of does this anyway. That's why I keep a lot of toys behind his cage so he doesn't chew on the trim. But yeah, he's been a little different, and this is common during the mold, at least for my crew. Hi, Kiki. Oh, that's my granddaughter's nickname. Hi, Kiki. Yeah, I'm tickled for Earl. Oh, Earl's king of the live show. Aren't you, Earl? I'm gonna have to get him a little, you know how they sell the mini games? I'm gonna have to get him the mini game of toss and cross if they make such a thing. Because he loves to toss things. Get him little bags he can toss. I could probably even just make some, honestly. Buster. Buster, come out here. Everybody wants to see you, sir. Come here. We don't have very much longer when we have to get off of here. Woo! Woo! What? You having a party, Earl? You having a party?
having his own little party. Buster, where's your... Here. Here. That might get him. I don't remember the lady's name. I did a video about it, but she sent him this little dustpan and broom. It's really nice. It's Liberman. I actually want to get myself one and try to keep it hidden from him because I like it. But he loves that thing. It's made really well because, I mean, he has chewed on it, and trust me, he could chew it up, but it's holding up really well. That's a good idea. Yeah, he does say jerk still. He said it about 3 times. He probably could. Willie, I may have missed something. You get him some traps and then you get him fixed. Is that for cats? My daughter used to do that. And, you know, it gets really cold where she lives. We would do the insulated, like the Rubbermaid boxes with the straw. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Amanda. I meant to get to that. They get near it. We haven't seen them on it. And we also have a little xylophone player out there. Someone will touch the keys. I put some peanut butter on it, xylitol free. And they did eat the peanut butter, but I missed it. So there you go, Buzz. Now he's getting lively. Okay, yeah. My daughter does that too, and like I said, we used to keep just boxes out for him in the winter with food, especially when it was going to be sub-zero temps and wind chills, so that they had somewhere to go. Buster's got his little drumstick. You gonna play the drums? Woo! Nice job. You gonna play the drums? Buster, stay out here, please. There you go. Aw, thank you, Earl. You giving kisses? I really do need to get like a nanny cam. Yeah. Yeah, some of them, if you look it up, Willie, it's a thing. Some of them will play it. I'm sure they put food or something on it initially to get it started, but I bought some little dried crickets. I'm gonna try to put it behind it and see if it'll do it that way. But much like parrots, chickens need enrichment as well. So just trying to do my thing. And they will swing and things like that. I don't know why ALX he is beeping at me, but she thinks I say her name when I don't. Listen, I could make a whole YouTube channel on ALEXA fails. Like, you would not believe how horrible. She doesn't understand Appalachia is the problem, I guess. But it used to really just be me, but now it's like my son and everybody. It's you guys would get a big laugh out of it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Sometime. Right now, I'm working on, I have camera equipment that I want to sell because I want to get a little bit better camera, like a vlogging type camera. My one camera does video, but
it's big and bulky. But I'm having a hard time selling it because I did all my kids, like, well, half of my kids, senior pictures with it. Did both my granddaughters' newborn pictures with it. I have tons of I did with my grands. Like, it's just real sentimental, but I need to do it. Yeah, I know. They're something, aren't they? But I want the, I always forget what they're called. The GoPro. I really want a GoPro. But there's also like an M50, I think it's called, that's Canon. I've always used Canon, so it's just my preference. If you hand me a Nikon, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I kind of like, you know, but the one I think I'm gonna look for used, and the other one I'm saving up what I sell online to buy a new one of the Canon. But honestly, with my 2 cameras and my lenses I've collected over the years, that's very doable. It's very rainy in South Carolina. Oh my goodness, Willie. It's awful. Yeah, I mean, I have security cameras too. I have a security system. But I don't think that would work in a way that a nanny cam would. I have my phone too. I mean, honestly, I keep saying I'm going to have the camera ready the night before. Because there's a few times Buster's, some mornings he's really quiet. He's playing some music for y'all. Other mornings he's on a rant, but if he's on a rant and I go set the camera up, he stops. So I need to have it set up the night before, and I just, honestly, I keep forgetting to do it. So, I promise you guys. Plus, I'd like to do a video where I go in and uncover him in the morning. Because Buster almost always does a curtsy with his crayon, and it's real cute. If he wasn't such a little, you know what, for me to go in his room, I'd go get his drum. He would probably play his drum when he's in a mood like this. But if I go in his room, he's gonna come at me. Y'all know that. Yeah, well, like with his crayon though, you know what I mean? It reminds me of like somebody doing a curtsy with their dress, but his is his headdress. And he like bows and his head feathers go up. And it's just really cute. Sometimes he even tells me hello. Well, you guys, I hate to get going because Buster's just kind of starting to show off, but I've missed a couple phone calls too, some stuff I need to get back with, but thanks you guys for hanging out with us. I'm pretty sure I'm not doing a live next Thursday unless something changes and the construction gets done earlier or whatever. But I hope to pop some up somewhere, but I'll put it on the community page, and I try to always let Amanda and Willie know, because a lot of times they'll comment, you know, that it's going to be alive to people, which I really appreciate. So, but thanks for hanging out with us, and hope to have some videos of the dog soon. Like I said, even if he ends up needing to be adopted, I need to get him kind of out there, but we're really hoping him and the birds can acclimate with each other. He seems to have no interest in him so far, so hopefully it's good. And hopefully this live stream ends and I don't have trouble like I did a few weeks back. But you guys have a good day and a nice weekend. Thanks.